I am going to start now. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Donna and I am here with Donna's Creative Space. So today I'm using a retiring stamp set, this Healing Hugs, which I really like this stamp set. It's got this great get well soon. It's got sending you healing vibes. Laura, you had to shovel twice? Really? Is it that bad out there? Or are you just joking? I'm wishing you a quick and complete recovery. If hugs and kisses could cure, you'd be immune to everything. Feel better soon. And then the stamp set is this, what we call distinctive, because it almost looks photographic, the way they have made the stamp. I'm still waiting to see if Lori really had to shovel twice. She's just joshing. But anyway, oh, hello, Sue. How are you? Good to see you. Or good to see your name there. That I'm seeing you. Speaking of seeing, a few minutes ago, I saw a turkey go walking through my backyard. In the snow, I felt so bad for him, and he was all alone. Usually they're like in 4 or 5 running through. And I kind of gobbled at him, and he turned to look back at me, and then I felt bad because I thought he was probably thinking he found he was probably lost and he found somebody, but it was just me. But he continued on his way after I shut up. Oh, Joe had his surgery, and the nurses, oh, so you had to clear out the path and the driveway so that they could get in good? Yeah, you don't want anybody falling in your driveway. It looks like it's trying to wind down. I feel bad. The dogwood trees are all in blossom. I think they're dogwood. And now they're covered with snow. All good. Still waiting for my... You're kidding. You still haven't gotten that, Sue? Oh my gosh. That is... I thought that those would have gone already. I'll check right after this when I can get online. I'll check for you, and I'll see if I can find out something for you. Okay, so I am going to make a couple of cards today. I'm going to show you how I made this cute one. This is a pull-out card. Isn't that cute? See, it's all attached. I'm going to show you how I made that. And I'm going to make another one using the Snailed It and the Oval Occasion stamp sets, because I want to make 2 today. And, yeah, I'll check on it. But anyway, so before I go further, I do have a new host code, and I am planning on, where'd I put them? I'm planning on doing I think I did this like in February or March, a quickie class. Well, I think I'm going to do a class, a virtual class though. It's not going to be, you're going to have to come on to Facebook and watch me do it there. It'll be just like one of these noontime videos. But I'm going to use the Hey Birthday Chick and the Hey Chick. And I'm not exactly sure how many cards I'll make yet. I'm still in the planning process. But if you order between the 16th and 30th of April and use that host code and spend $35 or more, you'll get the card kits. I'm probably going to do 4 cards, but just single cards. But you'll get them, and you'll be able to come back to the Facebook Lives, or if I pre-record it, I'm not sure what I'm doing. You lost the volume? Uh-oh. Sue, can you hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. I gotta wait a minute and see if Sue can hear me. Because or somebody there. I see there's a few people watching. Anybody? Oh, Sue can hear me. Lori, maybe it's on your end. But anyway, so I'm going to be doing some chick cards. And I had thought I'd do it tonight, but it'll probably be next week. Hello from Nebraska. Oh, Jackie. Am I pronouncing that right? Jackie. Jackie? Nebraska. Oh, you can hear me? Oh, I'm glad you're watching. My sister lives in Nebraska. I can't think of what town, though. But I know Nebraska's huge. I've only been out there once. Anyway, let's get on with it to this card. So I'm going to pull in a few things, and I'll show you how I made this because I think it's really cute. It kind of reminds me, I should have pulled them out too, the candy bar holders that I made. Hi, Jocelyn. You can hear me in Pennsylvania. Good, thank you. It's kind of like the candy bar holders where, so this doesn't come out, but you can go in and write your little sentiment, whatever you want to write to the person right here. But I just love this Get Well, this Healing Hugs. And this is retiring. So if you like it, it's a nice set to have. It's really, it makes this pretty rose. And the sentiments and the fonts are great. I just love it. So I am going to be using Petal Pink, Pear Pizzazz, and Basic Gray. I'm using this ribbon. This is from the Ornate Garden combo pack. It comes in comes with two colors, and one's Old Olive and this one's Terracotta Tile. I know this isn't terracotta tile, it's more of a petal pink, but I think it goes nicely with it. And I've got everything cut out, and I'll give you the measurements as I go. And I'm using some pastel pearls. These are the colors here. Let me just take that out of here. These are the colors. Those I just used some blends for. That was from another project. So don't get confused by that. All right. Well, I think I just dropped a piece of. Let me go down. And, yep, I did. It's on the floor. All right. So this is really a cool project. And like I said, I'm going to make it again with the Snailed It bundle. And I'm going to use the oval occasions just for the sentiments and a couple other little pieces in it. All right, so this is fun. Oh, I'm going to need my paper trimmer. I'm using the Lovely Labels punch. I have a 1/4 inch punch also. This is the Stampin' Up one. They don't make it anymore, but a regular office punch is usually about 1/4 inch. It can be a little smaller or bigger, but you'll see when I do it. And also a circle punch. I'm using the 1 inch circle punch. Again, it could be a different size if you don't have that. So let's start with our base. All right, let me move that aside and that aside. And I don't have any grid paper out yet, but I will get to that once I take care of the base. So the base is. Can you hear me yet, Lori? I'm just curious if you got your sound back. So this piece is Basic Gray. I don't use this often enough. It's a nice pretty gray. It's like a light charcoal. But it's 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score on each side going in 2 1/4 from both sides. All right. Uh-oh. I just looked at my trimmer. That's so funny. Not funny because you guys are trying to watch me. My scoring thing fell off. And I know that, oh, here it is. It's on the floor. I have to call Stampin' Up. What happened was I was too rough with it. I probably dropped it or something. And the little tab on here broke off. So it doesn't stay in very well anymore. But I think that if I call Stampin' Up, they don't sell these. They sell the blade replacement, but they don't sell the scoring replacement, so the scoring tool. So I'm going to call, and they will probably just send me a new one out. All right, so we're going to score 2 1/4 from each side. So I got one side, I'm going to flip it over, and I'll do the other side. Got a little fuzzball, and I'm going to score that side. All right, so 2 1/4, 2 1/4. All right. So now I can get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. And get your bone folder out. And I'm going to fold on the score lines and crease it with my bone folder. Right? Now as you can see, it overlaps a little bit. And that's what we want. All right? So you're going to take your adhesive. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus for this. And whichever side you're going to have overlap, you just want to put a little bit along the edge, and then you're going to close it up. And even though I creased it and I did the right measurements, I'm going to make sure it's even on both sides. All right. And then I'll crease it again. All right. So you have it just like that. Right? So now we've made like a tube. Sharon Peters? Are you kidding me? Hi there, my friend. I am shocked. How are you? Okay, so there's our kind of tube thing, and we're going to take your 1 inch. Oh, I'm going to take a ruler. Let me see, and a pencil. And you don't have to measure, but I'm going to measure over a couple inches. So this is 4 inches, so I'm going to measure 2 inches and just make a mark because I want to just, you know me. Yes, hi, my friend. I'm great. Oh, I'm glad to see you here. I'm so surprised. So take your little punch and slip it in, and I'm just going to make sure my little spot there, I don't know if you can see that, is right in the center. And I'm going to, so it's just a way to make this even. It doesn't have to be exact, but that's all you want to do. So we have a little tab. That's where our little pull thing will be. And then you're going to take your 1/4 inch punch, and you're going to punch right in the center of that. Now you may be going, because of the overlap, you may be going through 2 layers. So it might be a little hard, but just squeeze it and punch. And now we have our hole there. All right, so now our base, as far as the setup, is all set. And we can put that aside. And that, see, this, the ribbon's going to go right through that. All right, so now, let's see. We're going to do some stamping now. And I've got, let me get my grid paper out. All right, let's see. Put this here. This helps me stay in the image area too if I go off the screen. All right. So you got the measurements for that. So now we'll do some stamping. Now this piece here, I'll give you the measurements for all. These are all the outside pieces right now. All right. Let me see if I can pick it up. So I have a piece of Designer Series paper. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then I have another piece that coordinates, came in that same, oh, I should show you what this pack is. This is the Peony Garden Series paper. So it's got a lot of, oh, I just shook the camera. Sorry, guys. It's got a lot of different patterns in here. And you see the backs are pretty too. But it's a really nice paper, and I just like this color combination, the pink and the gray. And I added a little bit of Pear Pizzazz. All right, so back to this. So this piece was 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And this gray piece, this gray design, like a herringbone, I guess, this is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, right? And then let's see, then I have a piece of Pear Pizzazz that is 1 inch by 4 1/4. No, yes, 1 inch. I'm reading comments. Sharon says, me too, haha. I don't know what you were saying that too. But anyway, 1 by 4 1/4 of Pear Pizzazz, and then a piece of Basic White, 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. And I am going to take my Basic Gray ink, and the great thing about Stampin' Up! Is all their colors coordinate with each other. And I'm going to take the, oops, sorry about that. See, I have the old stamp set. This is the, mine is clear mount, so they don't stick as well as the new cling mounts. But if you decide to buy this stamp set, because it's retiring, like I said, if you decide to get it, you'll get a cling mount. So I'm going to put this up in the top left corner. And it stamps kind of dark at first, but it lightens. Oh, I'm shocked to see you. Yes. Me too. Yeah. You are so funny. While I have this out, let's stamp the inside. Now the inside piece, so I'll open this up again, is I stamped this Sending You Healing Vibes. And I'm looking around because I have all my stamps in front of me. So I'm going to stamp this, get that off in this top area of the inside while I have this ink out. And I'm going to make sure I straighten it out, and you kind of eyeball with my grid paper and just put it right around there. All right, so that's done. Okay, so I can put away my Basic Gray ink now. Still a great teacher. Oh yeah, I love this. I just love doing this so much. Sharon's referring to, I used to teach quilting many moons ago. All right, so I had a a different house, and I had a big room in my basement, and it was like a classroom. All right, I digress. Okay, so that's for the inside. I'll set that aside. Well, I'll give you this measurement while I have you here. This is petal pink, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. All right, and then we have a piece this is a piece of the same designer series paper that I'm using on the front. And this is, let's see, 3/4 by, what did I say, 3? No, this is 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/2. I lied, 3 1/4, all right, because it's going to go right across this white. All right, so the white is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. This is 3/4 by 3 1/4. All right, so that's the inside. So I'll put that side for this. Well, you know what? While we're here, I might as well go ahead and, well, I'll leave that. I'm going to stamp the flower. That's what I want to do next, the flower. All right, so I'm going to take petal pink. You can tell I sound so happy. Yes, I love this. I am having so much fun with Stampin' Up. I just love it. Can't wait to retire, Sharon. All right, so I just got a little bit of ink over there, but my leaf will cover that. So I'm going to put this flower off to the right. And this is, like I said, that distinctive, so it's really a pretty stamp. Because look at that. It gives you, let me hold it up higher to the camera. It gives you all these different shades of this same ink. It's just such a pretty thing. While I have this out, I know I'm going back and forth here, but I like to use while the ink's out. I'm going to take this stamp, which is just little like, it almost looks like cross stitch. It's little crosses or plus signs, and I'm just going to put, I just wanted to add just a little bit of color behind that. That's all. You could do 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. You just stamp that like that. And now I think all we have to stamp are the leaves. So I'm using Pear Pizzazz, and these leaves are the same thing. It's like this distinct, they called it distinctive, so it kind of looks like photo-like. And you're just going to stick them on the edge like that. And the reason we have the grid paper down is so that all the ink goes on the paper instead of like whatever table. Let's see, how can I do this? I'm trying not to get my head in the camera. So let's see, I think I'll just put it like that. Let's see, good. Just want a little bit of green on there, and that worked out great. So I'll put that away. So all the inking, all the stamping is done. So now, get rid of that. So this is going to get adhered. And now I'm going to pull out my regular Stampin' Seal. I use the plus to hold the card back together. The shell that we made. And this is going to be centered right on this paper. Just giving it a little bit of that gray pattern in the background. Now, on this here, we're going to build the front of this now. I'm just going to take this piece here, and it's going to go directly on here, just like this. Put some adhesive, just like that. And I'm just going to center it on here. I just love this pink and this gray together. Lori, did you get your sound back? Yeah, the ink, yes, Sharon, the ink dries pretty quickly. Okay, and then, so this piece here, I'm going to use this Lovely Labels punch, and I'm going to use this side. It cuts out 2 different sides. And even though they has the slits here for your paper to slide in, I like to slide it in and still look from the back, just to make sure I have it centered. So I'm going to slide it in, because you could still have it in there, but it could shift a little. So I like to slide it in and just, you know, make sure that it looks even on both sides, and then punch. And see the end that it cuts off? Not cute? And then I'll do the other side. Slide it in. I might have lost Lori. I don't know. She was having trouble with sound. Okay, so then I'm going to do the other side just like that. And so now I have like a little decorative end. So let me see. I'll show it to you on the back of this. Isn't that cool? The way that cuts the ends? I like it. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this is going to go up on dimensionals, but I want to tape this to the back of this. So I'm going to put some adhesive, and it doesn't really matter whereabouts it's going to be. I just want it about halfway. And then I'm going to put this down on my grid paper, and I think this is in the image, but I'm going to line it up over where I put, and I'm going to use the grid paper, the grid markings, to make sure I've kind of got it as centered as possible and as even. So I line up the end with the dotted line, put that down, and then I have that, like that. So now we're going to put this up on dimensionals. All right, so I got a brand new, I love when I have a brand new sheet of dimensionals. I know, little things get me so happy. Great tip on using the punch. Oh yeah, Jackie. Am I saying your name right, or is it Jackie? Jackie. J-A. It looks like it's spelt like you may be French, maybe? All right. So I'm going to take these off. And sometimes if you have your take your pick tool, you can just quickly take these off with that. Especially if you don't have long nails. All right, so this is just going to get centered right on here like this. Just like that, right? Now, I am going to put some pearls on there, but let's get to the inside piece, right? So you want to take this is just going to go, this is just for a little decoration. We want to leave room for you to write something to whoever you're sending this card to. Oops. Oops. All right. And so I'm just going to put this, and again, I'm going to use my grid paper. And I'm just going to line up the edge so that I can kind of see that it starts at this dashed line. Oops. And runs to that dashed line. So there's my inside. Now, the ribbon. You want to cut about 20 inches like Jackie, but I'm not French. Okay. All right, so I am pronouncing it right. Well, thanks for watching, Jackie. All right, so we need about 10 inches. I mean 20 inches. So I'm going to, but you can do a little bit more if you have trouble tying bows. So I'm going to cut, I'm just cutting about, I don't know, 21, 22 inches, right? Now, here's our base. What you want to do is take your ribbon and wrap it around your base like this. All right. Lori, how's Joe doing? How'd the surgery go? So you want it right in the center like this, okay? And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my adhesive on the back of this. We're not going to tape down the ribbon because this is going to, usually I just do the outer edge like this, but I'm going to put a couple in the middle because that'll help hold the ribbon down. And so now that I have my ribbon about how I want it, right? I want to make it centered. So I'm going to use my lines on my grid paper to get it in the center. So let's see. Yeah, close enough. Okay. Up. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this right in the center, right over the ribbon. I know it feels like you should have like a few hands doing this, but once you get the hang of it, it'll go on okay. It doesn't have to be exact, but pretty close. So that's going to hold that ribbon right in place. See? Cool, right? So then you're going to slide this in here, right? And you're going to, the front ribbon comes to the front, and you're going to take the back ribbon and stick it through this hole. Just like that, right? See? Isn't that cool? So it just kind of slides in and out. I just think it's like the coolest thing. Okay, so then just push it in, and then you're going to tie a bow. All right, you want the card down flat. I hate tying bows on camera. I never seem to be able to do it right. It didn't come out too bad. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Thank you. All right, so there's that. And there's my little bow. You can make your loops smaller, leave them bigger, whatever you like. And I'm going to take my ribbon scissors. I've got ribbon scissors that I keep a ribbon on so that I know I just want to use them on ribbon because they'll stay sharper that way. And then I have another pair. Same scissors, just a pair I don't put the ribbon on. I use those for cutting everything else. Okay, so now the last thing is, I'm trying to get my bow to stay in place. Come on. I think this is so cute. Is putting on, and I'll use these scissors because I like the way these pick up. Putting on, these are a different pink, but I think once you put them on here, they kind of go. They don't look like they go over here because this is more of a corally pink. But I think once you put them on there, I think it goes fine. And I put one up there because I like to put threes of things. And there we have it. Isn't that a cute little get well card? Just pull it out. You write your little sentiment here. Isn't that great? I just love this idea. So now we're going to make one. Thanks, Jackie. All right, so now I'm going to make one more a cute one, and it's going to be making it into a birthday one. And I'm going to use, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to use same idea as this one. So I don't necessarily have to tell you every step of the way, but a little different. I'm going to use my oval punch, my dual oval punch, and I'm going to use this ribbon. It's a little thinner than the other one. I hope it works, and I hope, geez, I hope I should have enough on here. I'll make it work. So this is the Real Red stitched ribbon from the Playful Pets trim. I'm going to use Memento ink, Real Red, and I'm using crushed curry. Then I have some Stampin' blends that I'll explain as I go with those. So this is going to be a little bit more fun looking. You could still use it as a get well card, but I think I'm making it a birthday card. And so the snail doesn't have a happy birthday on it, so I pulled out the oval occasions, which makes a great way to use the oval punch, because this is a bundle that you can get if you buy them together. You save some 10%. So I'm going to use the happy birthday from here, and I'm going to use the hearts and the stars. And I think on the inside, we could do hugs and kisses. I might just do the time to celebrate with stars. So let's see how we're going to do this. So I've got some pool party card stock, and I'm going to, again, in case you missed the beginning, we start with a 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score 2 1/4 in on both sides. So I will do it 2 1/4 on this side, and then flip my paper around, and 2 1/4 on this side. All right. So, oh, I just lost something. Hang on. Okay. So here's my base. Now, if you watch this already, you saw me do the gray one. It is cute, isn't it, Sharon? And then I'm going to fold this in, and I'm going to work a little faster because you guys saw this already. Oh, I want to use my Seal Plus. I think it's just a little bit stronger. Not that anybody will manhandle your card, but... And then I'm going to put this here. So there's our tube that we just made, right? And once again, I'm just going to eyeball this one. I'm not going to... You can go ahead and mark it off if you want to find the exact center. I'm just going to eyeball it. Cut that off. Get my 1/4 inch punch. And punch right in the center. Ugh, use my muscles. All right. Now, I hope this ribbon works. If not, I'll have to switch it out. Okay. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be very similar to the one that we just made. Steps wise, I'm going to put this, it's a little different. I'm not using that bar of color. Oops. My adhesive just went all over my hands. I'm going to put this down on the front. Right. And just center this. This is such, oh, this is the, before I forget to tell you, this is, did I pull it out? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, here it is. Hang on. I just got to reach. This is the Snail Mail Designer Series paper. It's really got some, that would have been pretty too, the little snails. I just think this snail is so cute. All right, so that's the base. And now we have the inside is, I have the mushroom again, which we're going to put down the bottom. And this was, what did I tell you? 3 3/4. No, 3/4 of an inch by 3 and 1/4. And I'm just going to put it maybe 1/2 inch from the bottom. And so let's see. I pulled this out. I think I want to go to the front now because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. So here's my white piece, which is 2.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to start by getting my snail on there with the Memento ink. And you'll need some scrap paper. So this is, again, this is the same size we used before. This is 2.5 by 3.5. I'm going to stamp this. This is cute. I love this stamp set. This snail is so cute. So I'm going to stamp him in this, just in this bottom corner. I just think he's so cute. Oh, Sharon's got to go. Got to go get Sean. Oh, good. Bye, Sharon. It's nice seeing you on here. Okay, so I stamped the snail. Isn't he cute? I just think he's so cute. All right. Now, I'm going to be coloring him, but I'm going to let him sit for a second. On some scrap paper, I want to do my sentiment, which, not the time to celebrate this happy birthday. All right, and I'm going to stamp it at the top of this piece. Oh, I don't like the way that came out. Let me flip it over. Luckily, there's the two sides. That's better. All right, and close that. Do I need to stamp anything else? I'm trying to think. Oh, I have to stamp the inside, but I haven't even thought of how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go upside down with this so I can get the end of the... Oh, no, that's not what I want. Was I doing it right? No, I want to do it this way. Oh, I have to cut some off. I thought I was doing it on the end so that I could slide it in, but I forgot it was down the bottom. Okay. So this is what I like about this punch, is that you can... punch your oval, right? Punch your sentiment. Here we go. This is better. If you stamp on a strip, it's so much better. You don't waste, because otherwise I would cut that out too. So I'm going to center that and punch. So there I have that. And I also need the red for scallops. So I'm just going to cut that out while I have it. And then I'm done with that punch. And so that, if you didn't, that's the double oval punch. It's number 154242. However, if you're buying it with the bundle, it's a different number. If you buy this together, this is a really cute one because it has welcome little ones, so you can make baby cards. Thank you for your kindness, hugs and kisses, a little treat for you, sweet friend, happy birthday, time to celebrate. And so you got some little bunnies, so lucky to know you. So it's a cute set. So the set together, if you wanted to buy them and get the 10% off, the bundle is number 156261 for $33.25, which is a good deal for a bundle. Okay, and the snailed it, while I'm thinking of it, the snailed it, I'm not using the dies, but here are the dies for it, so we could actually cut out some of the things that we're doing today, but I'm not using it today. But the snailed it bundle is $44. It's number 156255, in case you were interested. All right. Okay. Back to the card. This is, I was thinking of putting some red behind this, but then I thought it might be too red, too much red. So let's do some coloring because, well, let's put this on here. There's our old happy birthday that didn't stamp very well. And I'm going to put this on here like that, right? And, oh, I don't know how I got those two little things. I always like to cut. I'm going to stamp this again because I don't like those little black dots. So I'm going to stamp it again. I could do it on the back. However, I'm going to be coloring, and sometimes I found, and you've probably seen it in one of my classes, I think it was a little lamb or something I was doing. I stamped it, and then I used the other side because I didn't like the way it stamped. But when you color in with the blends, it kind of made it almost like it came through. You could see I'm just trying to plug in my phone. I remembered that sometimes when I'm doing these lives, so if it shakes, I apologize. All right. Okay. So I'm going to color him in, and I'm going to use I'm going to use So Saffron, and all I could find is my dark So Saffron. I don't know where it is. I'm going to color him in with the So Saffron, and I'll just use this, and I'll make him shaded, you'll see. Because sometimes when you just go over it, you let it sit for a sec, then you can go over and the same color, the same shade. All right, so I did him solid, and this is the dark So Saffron, and I'm going to go back in and put more right here, and that'll make him look a little bit shaded, because I would have done him all in the light if I could find it, but I can't find it, so he's going to have to use this. All right, so that was the dark. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to work. I'm going to let that dry. I don't want to color right next to it. So I'm going to color the little present. I like to let that dry a little. And I'm going to color it all. This is light Flirty Flamingo. And it's not the exact pink that matches. That's more of a Blushing Bride. But I decided to use this. And this will work fine because I want it to be kind of fun coloring, like bright. And I thought the Blushing Bride might be too light. So now I'm going to go back with the light and kind of go over it a little just to make that look. So it's just, I'm just giving it a little shading. Right? And now I can go back and do his shell. So I'm going to start with a light Pool Party and do the whole shell. Right? Just like this. I love this paper. It is just so fun with the mushrooms and the snails. It's just so cute and happy, and it just seems like, well, I don't want to put that away. I want to use that again. So I'm gonna. So that was the light. So I'm gonna go with Pool Party Dark, and just kind of put it on this edge, right in the center here, and maybe here since it's behind. All right, just like that. It's just subtle, but it's just enough. And then I'll go back with my light again and kind of blend the edge of that. Because the blending, that's what's so great about these. The blending is what gives you that that look, that professional look. All right. And now I'm going to let that dry a second. One thing that I like to do with anything that has like eyeballs, I like to take my black, this is basic black Stampin' Up marker. These are great for journaling if you're a scrapbooker. Oh, mine's running out. But see how nice it's, you got that side, and then you have the pen side, I mean the brush side. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over his eyes just to make them nice solid black. He's so cute. All right, now I'm going to take the Bermuda Bay light, and I'll use the pen side, and I'm just going to go over and make his little stripes. I just plugged in my cell because, although I have to get finished soon because I have to get back to, this is my lunch hour. I'm trying to get this done before I have to go back to work. All right, so that was a bad stamping. All right, so now, oh, you know what I want to do with him? I wanted to use those hearts. I just thought it would be cute to have some hearts. So I'm going to take this, and I do have, these are solid hearts, so I did grab my red Stampin' Up marker. This you have to buy in the set, but the black one you can buy separately. So I'm just going to I'm going to put some hearts over here, and then just put like a trail of them. Just like that, right? And then let that dry. So now that wasn't that bad, but I could have, well, here, the center, I could go in here and just touch it up if I need to. All right. So that's that. Oh, I might need this red. I'll close it for now. I still have to figure out what I want to do on the inside. All right, so I'm letting this dry. I'm just gonna, it dries pretty quickly, but I'm just gonna wave it around a little bit. And I'm gonna put this down now on top of the Bermuda Bay. Now the Bermuda Bay is, this is 2.5 by 3.5, so this is a 1/4 inch bigger, so it's 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And that kind of brings out that Bermuda Bay that we made on the stripes there. And this is going to go flat, I think. Let's see, I have a little ink mark. I didn't notice that. But I have one of these little erasers. I'm going to try to... Sometimes it can get rid of if you do it lightly. Let's see. If not, I might put a... I'll end up putting a... Yeah, that's too bright red. I'll end up putting a rhinestone there. You guys might not even be able to see that on the camera since it's a distance away. All right, so now I'm going to put this one flat because I'm going to put the sentiment oval up on dimensionals, and I don't want it to be too thick. So this is going to go right in the center, right like that. Oh, it's so cute. And this will go up on dimensionals. I got glue all over my fingers. I really like this oval punch because it's great to be able to squeeze. I could put it over here. No, I'm just going to put it over here. I think I like that. Cover that, but I'll just put I'll just put some rhinestones on the front of this, and we'll just put one right there. Right? So we'll put one there. See? Problem solved. One here. You know me, I like to do it in odds. I don't know. Maybe down here. Okay, oh, I want to put, you know what, now I'm going to have to put, if I put one on here, then I got to put another one somewhere, because I got to do odd numbers. Maybe on this side. There. Cute, right? All right, we got to see what we're going to do with this inside. Let's see. So this is going to go on, did I cut the piece? I don't even know if I cut the an inside piece for this. I didn't. What am I gonna do? I thought I cut it. So let's see. What do I have nearby? Oh, you know what? I think I'll put it on. Since I have some handy. Let's see. Do I have some handy? Yeah. I think I'll put it on. I think this will be fine. I'm going to put it on this Bermuda Bay. So this inside piece is 3 3/4 by 5. Let me do it up here so you can see. So 3 3/4 by 5. For some reason, I didn't finish cutting everything for this. I didn't really know what I was doing with the center of this either. But so this is going to go on here, but we have to do our ribbon. So let me see how much I'm going to go about, I don't know, 11 and 11, 22 or so inches. So I want to center this. This might be a little more difficult because it's skinnier, but we got to have it even, right? So I cut this about 20, 21, 22 around there. Okay, and I'm going to set it down and kind of put my card centered. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since this is a little slipperier, is that a word? Slipperier ribbon. I'm going to, I don't think the side, I'm going to just tack it down there. All right, so now we have to figure out what I'm going to do on this. I pulled out this, Time to Celebrate. So let's see, I guess, I think I'll stamp it with the, let me see how that comes out. Time to Celebrate. Maybe I'll just put it right smack in the center up top. And then these stars, oh, you know what? I think that's what I pulled this. I was wondering why I pulled this crushed curry out. Let's see if these stars. I didn't pull out my crushed curry. Let me close that. And I want to put, maybe I'll just see if this will look okay. Yeah, this would be kind of cute. Just around like the edge. Yeah, and then you can write whatever you want down here. That's cute. I could have done a better job centering it, but let's see. So I'm going to put this, and like the other one, I put some. I usually don't put that much adhesive, but I want to hold this in place. So get this back centered, right? Oh, I got fingerprints on this. I must have ink somewhere. All right. Let me push this down. And I'm going to put this on like this. Pull the top to make sure it's centered still, which it is. Just like that. And then, all right. Let's see how this thin rib, I don't know, am I losing people? All right. Let's see. So this is going to go in here. I think it was much easier with that wider ribbon, but I think this will be pretty. Okay, so that fits in. So remember, the front one we're not going to do anything, but the back one, you want to string it, loop it right into that, feed it right into that hole, like that, and pull your card up kind of towards the top, and you're going to tie your bow. You could also do a knot if you were giving this to a boy, or maybe you wouldn't want to tie a bow, but I'm doing a bow. I've got all this ribbon. Oh, I do like this. Very cute. Very cute. So just pull your two sides. Oh, I like that. Now I gotta get my ribbon scissors and trim this down a little. Oh, I like that. All right. So that's it, my friends. Let me kind of move things away, and I'll pull back in. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Time to celebrate. Oh, I like this. Okay. So, just gotta fuss with my bow. Let me move everything aside, and I'll pull my other one out. Which one do you guys like better? What do you guys think? Love the colors. Oh, Jackie, you like the colors of the snail one is cute, right? Just fun. I think that stamp, that punch is just, that stamp set is fun. That's what I like about it. And the paper just makes it. So those are the two. Just kind of cleaning up a little as I'm talking to you. Those are the two items that I made today. These cute little, I love that. I just, this, if you don't have a good Get Well stamp, right? If you don't have a good one, you should get this one. That's how I feel. Because it has this great big Get Well Soon. Like I said earlier, this rose and the leaf, they just come out so pretty. And the sentiments on here, but if you don't have a good, if you make cards and you don't have a good Get Well, because you could even, if you didn't want to say Get Well Soon, you just want to say Get Well, you just stamp the Get Well. Block off the soon part. But sending you healing vibes, wishing you a quick and complete recovery. I think this is a great stamp set to have. So those are our two pull cards. This one was made with, let me grab it again, the Snailed It. We like that cute little snail. We colored him in. And I used the sentiment from Oval Occasions. And we used the punch, right? The oval punch to go with that. And then this one is the stamp set that I just showed you. The Get Well Soon. I'm sorry, the Healing Hugs. And if you don't have that, that's an awesome one. And if you're shopping this month, like I said, from the 16th to the 30th, please use my host code if your order is under $150. If your order is $150, then you'll be the host and you can get host rewards. And if you are shopping with me the second half of April, I will, like I said earlier at the beginning of this, I'm going to be doing probably another Facebook Live where I'm going to make some cards, this Hey Birthday Chick and Hey Chick. And I will be doing probably 4 cards with kits. So if you shop with me and spend $35, you'll get those kits. And they'll probably be, 4 single cards. But anyway, that was going to be tonight, but I ran out of time. So it will probably be in the next few days. I have meetings Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if I'm going to do it at night, it might be Thursday night. But if you order now, I'll still, you know, when Thursday comes around, I do the card class. You'll definitely get it. Okay, so that's all I have for you. If you're watching this out on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching it here on Facebook, I'd love it if you liked my page and shared it with others. And, gosh, where else? You can go to my blog and visit me on my blog and see what I've got going on there. If you would like to see more of my projects and be notified when I send out things, then you can sign up for my email list. Go to my blog, donnascreativespace.com, and in the top bar, there's a newsletter sign up. Okay, you'll be able to, you know, hear from me if you like or not. All right, take care, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Have a great rest of the weekend.